Welcome to Shorty Supercoach. How are you guys? Going to take a look at the footy tips this week. And I was so damn close to tipping the Bombers last week. If you've been watching the tips lately, I was awfully close. Let's have a look. I did say I wanted to tip them, but I tipped Port and I tipped someone else, and I thought, it's just too risky. Just had that gut feel that the Bombers could get up, but I thought, fuck, if I get this wrong, I'm going to look like an absolute clown. And should have gone with the gut. But, yeah, that's right. So I tipped Port. I even thought, Geelong was slightly, 50-50. And, yeah, but overall, not a bad week on the tips. So let's take a look at how the Shorty Supercoach tipping league is going. I think I moved up a little bit. The margin is still weighing me back a touch. So I'm into 12th. But as you can see, I'm on 50, but equal 8th on tips. But the total tips or the margin, it's the margin that's the issue. Quite amazing that Strangers just continues to hold a 2-tip buffer. We got Aussie Hybrid up there, Chody, Bat Rooney, back to bed. Dad, I'm only 9. There's some fucking loose units in there who had some really good tips through round 8. Top tips to there. We had 3 with the 8, which is pretty impressive. Aussie Hybrid made a bit of a move. Stephen Smith, Edgar. Nicely played. And there you go. There I was at number 5 overall for the week, getting into number 12. So, again, let's take a look at the tips for this week. So, as always, feel free to show me your tips below, or if there's a couple of 50-50 games, which I think this Friday night game is pretty interesting. Just get rid of that virus protection. And I'm going to back in the Dogs. Now, to be honest, I actually thought this game, percentage-wise, would be a bit more 50-50. In terms of margin, I'm sort of going a bit more out there on the Friday night games because I'm trying to work a bit of a margin back. So I'm going to go to the Dogs by 27 points. I probably think it'll be more like a 2-3 goal game. But I know the Dogs are a bit out of form, but I feel like the Pies just a slightly younger team. I know the Dogs haven't been quite to their grand final best, but I've just got a bit more faith that they can produce better footy, and it's just got a bit of a must-win feel game about it. So I expect them to step up to the plate and play some really good footy against. I know the stats don't say Collingwood are super young, but they are inexperienced. This one's pretty straightforward. Going to go the Tigers, but the Hawks have been in decent enough form, so I expect that game to be close. North Melbourne can't fire a shot, so it's clearly Port Adelaide. Now, this tip, 77% are tipping Geelong, and I will be one of them, but this game is a genuine 50-50. Make no mistake about it. So I'm tipping the Cats just because, being a Geelong fan, I, of course, try to be as unbiased as possible. I do still feel like we are a slightly better team than St Kilda, but they've got quite a few weapons that can seriously worry us. So I'm tipping Geelong, but the percentage, it should 100% be like 60-40 or even closer to 50-50. Now, I'm going to tip the Swans. I'm super confident on the Swans. Now, the Dons were in a bit more better touch last week, but I'm super confident on Sydney, who have been a little bit out of form as well. Brisbane will comfortably take care of the Crows, even at Adelaide Oval. And there really isn't a tip out here. So basically, I always like to have a tip where you go, I can make one up there, or what's the big tip you want to get right? It's pretty much the Friday night game. I think that's the closest, most even spread. So hopefully the Dogs get up for me because I'm really confident on Freo. I expect Gold Coast at Metricon to provide a pretty good contest, but got a lot of faith in the Dockers. 18% are going the Giants, but I cannot trust them at all. They were great against the Crows when I tipped against them. They were trash against the Tigers when I tipped them earlier in the year. And then last week, not that I tipped them, but they were really poor against the Cats. So I'm going Carlton. And it looks like a few have some faith in the Giants, and then we've got the D's super comfortable over the Eagles there. I wonder if they will rest anyone, the Demons. So, interestingly, mainly tipping away teams. In fact, I'll tip every away team. Oh, aside from Sydney. That's I know some of these are at Melbourne, but, it's a bit unusual. So, there you go. So, good luck with your tips this week. We'll be back tomorrow night to have a look at the round in terms of Supercoach. But yeah, even let me know if you've started watching the channel just through the tips, because largely a Supercoach channel, but I'd love to hear from you if you've just stumbled across this channel purely from a footy tipping video, because it's the first time I've done these type of videos this year. So, yeah, would love to hear your thoughts. But, yeah, we'll have the preview, break-evens, full and premiums as well. So, that'll be on Friday. And then I don't think there'll be any other videos, but you never know what the teams can throw up. So, all the best. Hope the week's been treating you well, and I'll talk to you all soon. Cheers.